You might be surprised what the ancient astrologers actually have to say about Leo rising. It's much more intense than people make it out to be, but we need this energy to balance out the zodiac. Leo is the brightest fire out of all the signs, and the hottest. What does Leo rising mean? And what is a person like with this sign in their ascendant? Let's go over all of that and then some. The most dominant quality I found after researching 11 different scriptures is that these people are fearless. I know a Leo rising extremely well, and I just asked him if he felt this was true. His response was, "Why should I be afraid of anything?" It made me laugh, and they have no problem stepping up or saying something when there's an issue. They're not going to let people walk all over them. Leo rising is full of courage, and they have this way about them that makes the enemy back off. These are the people you want fighting your battles. It's in their nature to win. As we all know, the symbol for Leo is a lion. Every animal runs when they see a lion, including humans. They're built to fight and they're built to dominate. Not because they try, it's who they are. I'll just say this, it's not a good idea to pick a fight with Leo rising. They're known to be heroic, bold, and victorious. For example, if a kid is getting picked on at school, Leo rising is the one who breaks up the fight and makes sure it doesn't happen again. They can be intimidating, but in a good way. Their actions may seem tough, but they're coming from a good place. When bad things happen in this world, like animal abuse, this type of person shuts it down. They don't tolerate it, and they're quick to act. Leo rising neutralizes evil. It's like turning the lights on in the dark. All the rats run when you shine a spotlight in a dark alley. This energy prevents the dark forces from taking over. Welcome to Astrology by 33. It's an honor to have you here today. Leo rising means you were born with the zodiac sign of Leo in the first house of your birth chart. The first house in astrology represents your physical body. It's how you look, your personality, and the way people see you on the outside. The second most dominant trait I found in 7 different ancient books says that Leo rising is strong, physically and mentally. The sun rules Leo, so that means the sun is your ascendant lord. Did you know you can fit 1.3 million Earths in the sun? It's huge and full of energy and power. That's the essence of Leo rising. These people can go and work a full day, come home, and lift weights for an hour. They're not the type to say, "Oh, I'm so tired." That's not a Leo thing. They have a steady supply of energy and keep on going. The sun never burns out. Paldipika says they're powerful, and they use this power to make things right. It's a sign that's full of light. Now, the third quality is interesting. Today's culture somehow says that being happy and outgoing is normal, which it can be, but in astrology and the real world, we need all shades of gray to balance out the big picture. Not everyone needs to be upbeat and happy-go-lucky. 6 different scriptures really emphasize that Leo rising is more on the serious side. They generally come across as stern, sometimes grumpy, and what's interesting is even though they come across that way, you can really talk to them. And when you do, you find out there's a heart of gold inside. They're the coolest people when you get to know them. They may have a tough exterior, maybe even intimidating, but their souls are pure and their hearts are warm. It's too bad when people judge a book by its cover. We're a bit brainwashed to think that the tough guy is unapproachable. It just isn't true. Sometimes Leo rising is irritable and can have a bad temper, but the sun is hot, so that's to be expected. We need that fire to get things going in this world. Otherwise, we just sit around talking too much and get nothing done. They don't have a lot of patience for the trivial stuff. This energy needs to be respected. We need to emphasize that it's also very normal not to smile all the time. Sometimes too much smiling is creepy anyway. Like, why do we always have to smile in pictures? They didn't do that 100 years ago. It's a cultural thing. Note the word cult in culture. Now, this will help you understand your rising sign better. There are 12 zodiac signs, and a different one rises above the eastern horizon every 2 hours. So when you came into this world, you could take a snapshot of the stars looking east, just above the flat line of Earth, and there you'd find the constellation of Leo. This sign was ascending the hour you were born. That's your ascendant. It establishes the first house in your birth chart. Now here's the fourth quality of Leo rising. They have a solid state of mind. They're generally not emotional people. Emotion is more of a moon thing, which waxes and wanes and can make the mind go up and down. Since Leo is the sun, it's very steady and constant. Their mind has the natural ability to rise above the weather and circumstances of life. They don't get mentally pushed around by outside events. So many people today react in extreme ways when something bad happens. But sometimes it's better just to rise above it and not be affected. That's Leo rising. If you can't change something, why waste time on hate, stress, and negativity? It takes a lot of energy to be negative. Leo rising doesn't do that. They stay calm in the storm. What's even slightly amusing is I've seen them even laugh a little when something disturbing happens. It's something very unique to these people. This isn't to say they don't have emotions, because they do. And when you get them laughing, it's some of the best laughter you've ever had. That stems from the pure heart they have inside. It takes a bit more to get their emotions going. A steady, firm mind is a wonderful thing in a world of chaos. These people are composed, resilient, and steadfast. When dirt hits the fan, they stay calm, cool, and collected. It's refreshing to see how this sign doesn't freak out when the average person would. This is the sign you want in charge of a country or military, for obvious reasons. The fifth trait of Leo rising, according to 4 ancient astrology books, says they're devoted to the family. They work hard to take care of their families and do everything possible to make sure they have what they need, and a lot of what they want. They respect their parents and are deeply committed to the family structure. Leo rising is like a rock in the household, and they excel at keeping the kitchen clean, interestingly enough. The sun is a natural disinfectant. The sixth trait is next, and if you're liking this video, thanks for pressing the thumbs up button below. Okay, so the sixth Leo rising trait can make you famous. They have this natural ability to gain respect from the public. And this makes sense because the sun is a giant shining fireball of light. They're like a walking spotlight. As Matthew 5:16 says, "Let your light shine before others, so they may see the good things you do and glorify your Father in heaven." Each zodiac sign is a body part of the Creator. We all work together to function as a whole body, so it's important to understand which part our rising sign is. Together we are one body. All the signs have unique and essential roles, and that's why it isn't fair to say which sign is the best, because there isn't one. If you removed any part of your body, that would be a problem. Leo is the part below the chest and above the navel. It's the digestive fire in your stomach region. Okay, so the seventh trait of Leo rising is leadership and government. Leo is the king, so it makes sense these people make great leaders. The energy can put them at the top of their company or organization. They have excellent ability to command others. The scriptures say they're highly respected by those in power, and that's why you often see them in government. Leo tends to be more on a state level, interestingly enough. The federal government tends to be a Capricorn thing. Leo rising gets along very well with the federal government. It's an ideal placement if you want to be governor, chief, or in charge of the military. Number 8. Leo rising loves to walk around in the forest. They're attracted to hills and beautiful mountains. Many of them love to hike or just wander on trails. 3 different ancient texts actually say this. Number 9. Leo rising has a gift of finding great deals. They're known to be frugal and careful with their money. If they splurge, it's rare, and only on something they use all the time that's actually useful. They keep their spending very simple. Number 10. These people are very capable and independent. They like to work for what they have, and they don't expect handouts or charity from others. If one thing doesn't work, they'll find a way to make it happen. They're not going to go to someone and complain about their problems. Leo fixes things. Number 11. Now this one you've probably heard before. Leo rising has excellent self-esteem. They're naturally confident people. That's part of why they don't need to feed off of other people's energy, because they have more than enough. This makes them like a magnet because they're full of light. We expect our leaders to be confident in what they do. Insecure leaders can be dangerous and unsettling. Number 12. Leo rising has a lot of knowledge that covers a wide variety of subjects. They know a little bit about everything and keep up with what's going on in the world. A well-rounded mind makes better decisions. Number 13. These people don't talk a lot unless they really have something to say. You know those people who just keep going and going? That's not Leo rising. The ancient astrologer Saravali says they speak minimally. Number 14. The scriptures say that Leo rising isn't very religious. They value and appreciate religion, but lean towards being a good person over following tradition. Morality is already within the core of their being. There's so much light inside that it blasts out the darkness. They tend to know and do the right thing naturally. They don't need to be told. Number 15. Now this one isn't in the books, but it's something I've observed with Leo rising. They always run on time, and they hate being late. You can count on them to be there when they say they'll be there. It's like how the sun is always steady, moving forward, and on time. We need to remember that every single person has a weak point, and when we strengthen our weak points, they're less likely to break. The vulnerable areas for Leo rising are the teeth and knees, according to the text. So it's extra important to take good care of your teeth. Make sure to keep them clean and healthy, and don't neglect your knees. Health is wealth. Now, if these Leo rising characteristics didn't describe you and you follow Western astrology, you actually might be a Cancer rising in Vedic astrology. It pushes your chart back almost a whole sign and uses the sidereal zodiac, which works with the real stars and constellations in the sky. Western astrology uses the tropical zodiac and seasons. So if you're not sure, check out the Cancer rising video and see if you resonate more with that one compared to this one. I'll put the link above. If you want Leo rising explained even better, here are 2 videos with a deeper meaning of your first house and the sign of Leo. Just put the 2 energies together. They're worth a watch if you want to know more. Thanks for subscribing and visit astrologyby33.com.